It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running from Western New York. On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with a pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Allen taken right to the air. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
First down of the game for James Cook. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw for Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air. Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Justin Matabike making that stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second down now, 7 to go. And they send a man in motion. Here's 2nd and 7. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earned some momentum.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a cornerback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
2nd and 10 now. Shakir with the grab. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line we go. There's shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
First snap, and Lamar's going to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Here comes the Bills offense for their second drive of the game. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Offense to the line for second down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up third and very long. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Bills will take over possession. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. It's Allen out of the pistol. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he gets him around 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shakir in motion right. From the 43. Complete to Shakir. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They kick the running back in motion. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. To throw again, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 3 now. Allen gonna throw again. Cook calls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. To the air again, Allen. Chase step, and this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Gotta forget about 1st and 2nd and goal. Man in motion here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Buffalo! To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd down, here's an option to the right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. It's the Ravens facing a 3rd and 6. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's Jordan Stouts coming on again to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. On 1st down, Allen. And finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Into traffic, complete. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 3 now. Again, Allen to the air. Connection made to Shakir. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This is a 48-yard look for him. Amendola able to put it through. And that will add to their score.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Vance now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Completed to Flowers. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. So now here's 3rd and 5. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The flag makes this 3rd down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. He finds Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, they're not.
And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
First down throw for Allen. This is ahead for about 5. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun. It's Allen. Complete over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Allen now on 1st down. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Slot man motioned over. Back to the air, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Quick slant complete. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. He'll throw it yet again. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a give to Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills make it a 24-point ball game. Pass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell him to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
That finds Miller complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Gets them 6 yards and back on the positive side of things. It's now 2nd and 9.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They put Flowers in motion right. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Everyone's prepped, it's 2nd down now. From the gun, Jackson, taken in by Likely. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, 3rd down coming up. Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
From the red zone now. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. Lamar throwing again. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that read.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now it's Cook. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. Has a lane inside the 25. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Another one for Cook. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills can rest easy with a 3-score lead. Here's Cook, and he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And in, touchdown Buffalo. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead yet again. pass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They bring their tight end left. Here's 2nd and 7. This finds Likely. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Jackson yet again. Bateman hauls it in. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one sails out. No return on the punt. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.